Hello everyone, welcome back to the class. Today is the day 36 of our journey and we are discussing one of the most thinkable chapter and it's too much big chapter I can say, that is the evolution. Actually evolution is a scientific explanation of how actually life on the earth has changed over and over millions of the years. It describes the gradual development of the organism from simple ancestral form to the complex diversity as we can see today. Okay, the idea of evolution helps us understand the origin of species and then similarities among the different organisms and the reason behind how the diversity is today. So, for the sake of the NEET, in this chapter, you must focus on the topics like Darwin's theory and the natural selection, evidences of evolution, Hardy-Weinberg principle, very important for this, and human evolution is also very important. So, let's get started with the question and answer discussion. Here is the first question for today. From the origin of life and evolution of the life forms. The study of history of life forms of the earth is called evolutionary biology, ecology, environmental biology, comparative anatomy. So here the right option is, it is called as evolutionary biology. Next question, match the following type of question. Question number 2, match the column 1 with column 2. Origin of university. 20 billion ago, that is A is for 4. A is for origin of earth. Origin of earth is 4.5 billion years ago, that is B is 1. Origin of life, C, that is it is for origin of life, that is for 4 billion years ago, and origin of first eukaryotes, that is for 3. So A is 4, B is 1, and C is 2, and then 3. The right option is option B. Next comes third question. Select the correct statement among the following. Option A, the universe is very old, almost 20,000 million years old. B, huge clusters of galaxies comprise the universe. Galaxies contain stars and clouds of the gas and dust. Yes, this one is also right. The Big Bang theory attempts to explain to us the origin of the universe. Yes, the Big Bang theory attempts to explain how actually origin of universe is there for us. So all of them is right. The right option is D, all of them. For the question number 3, the right option is all of this, because all the statements which are given below are with respect to the, they are correct about that. Next, question number 4. Select the correct statement about the Big Bang theory. It talks of many huge explosions unimaginable in physical terms. Actually this is incorrect, because the theory describes not many, only single, that is a singular one. The theory describes a singular rapid expansion, that is called as what? Big Bang theory. So here not many, this one is wrong. Next, B, the universe expanded and hence the temperature increased. Hydrogen and helium formed sometimes later. This is also wrong, because The universe expanded and hence the temperature increased, he given. Actually the temperature is decreased. Because of this is wrong. C. The gases condensed under gravitation and formed the galaxies of the present day universe. Yes, this one is right. In the solar system of the Milky Way galaxy, Earth was supposed to have been formed about 4.5 million years back. It's not 4.5 million, it's 4.5 billion. So this is also wrong. For the fourth question, right option is option C. Next one, fifth question. Select the correct statement about early Earth 4.5 billion years ago. A. There was a thick atmosphere on the early Earth. No, this is wrong because early Earth actually had no atmosphere. B. Water vapors, hydrogen, carbon dioxide and ammonia released from the molten mass and covered the surfaces. Yes, this one is right. Next, C. The UV rays from the sun broke up water into hydrogen and then oxygen, and the lighter O2 escaped oxygen combined with the ammonia and then methane to form water, CO2 and then others. This is wrong because not lighter. Up to this everything is right. It's not lighter O2 escaped, it is lighter H2, that is hydrogen is escaped. It's not lighter O2, it's H2, hydrogen. Next, D. The ozone layer was formed as it is cooled. The water vapors fell as a rain to fill all the depressions and then form oceans. This one is wrong because ozone layer formed much later. It is almost partially true regarding rain, but ozone layer formed much later after the oxygen levels increased. Okay, initially there was no ozone layer to protect the surface of the UV radiation, so this one is wrong about that. So here correct statement about the early Earth is only C statement. Sixth question. When did life appears on Earth? When did life appears on Earth? A. 500 billion years after the formation of Earth. Yes. B. Almost 4 billion years back. This is also right. So here the right option is option C. Seventh question. Select the correct statement among the following. From this chapter you expect like statement type of questions only. A. Some scientists believe that life came from outside. Life came from outside. Yes, this is right. Like this statement is referring for the cosmologic theory, isn't it? Next, B. Early Greek thinkers thought units of life called spores were transferred to different planets including Earth. Yes, this one is also right. Next, panspermia is still a favorite idea for some astronomers. Yes, this is also right. So here we will go with the option D. Next, eighth question. Eighth one. For a long time it was also believed that life come out of the decaying and rotting matter like straw, mud, etc. This was the theory of biogenesis, spontaneous generation, non-spontaneous generation, and then D, both A and B. Here the right option is option B. Next, ninth one. Select the incorrect statement he is asking. So, incorrect one he is asking. A. Louis Pasteur, by careful experimentation, demonstrated that life comes only from pre-existing life. Yes, this is right, and which is called as biogenesis, we can say. Next, B. Louis Pasteur showed that in pre-sterilized flakes, life did not come from killed yeast, while in another flakes open to air, new living organisms arise from the killed yeast. Yes, this one is also right. C. Spontaneous generation theory was dismissed by Louis Pasteur. Yes, this one is also right. By providing biogenesis, what happened? Pasteur effectively dismissed the theory of spontaneous generation. Next, D. Louis Pasteur answered how the first life form came on earth. This one is wrong because he did not answer how the first life form came from the earth. Next, 10th question. How many statements are incorrect among the following? First one. Oparin of England and Haldane of Russia proposed that the first form of life could have come from pre-existing non-living organic molecule, example RNA and protein, and that formation of the life was preceded by the chemical evolution. This is actually wrong because this is wrong because Oparin was not from the England, he was from Russia, and Haldane was in British, not Russian. See how intelligently the statement is wronged here. So this one is incorrect. The condition on earth where high temperature volcanic forms and reducing atmosphere containing CH4O2 and etc. Because this one is wrong. The condition on the earth where high temperature volcanic reducing atmosphere containing CH4O2 he is given. Next, third one. In 1952, S.L. Miller, an American scientist, created similar conditions in a laboratory scale. This one is wrong because it's not in the 1952, it's in 1953. Fourth one. S.L. Miller created electric discharge in a closed flask containing CH4H2, NH3 and water vapors at 8000 degrees Celsius. This is wrong because it's not 8000, it's 800 degrees Celsius. Fifth one. With limited evidences, the first part of the conjectured story, that is chemical evolution, was more or less accepted. Yes, this one is right. So 4 are incorrect, right? 1, 2, 3 and then 4. The right option is option C. Next one, that is question number 11. In S.L. Miller's electric discharge experiment, he observed formation of dash amino sugar, glucosamine, amino acid and proteins. So here the right option is option C. That's explained about Urey Miller experiment. Okay. Next, 12th one. In experiments similar to Miller's discharge experiment, other observed formation of how many of the following substances: sugar, nitrogen gas, pigment, fats, nitrogen bases, and amino sugars. Sugar is right, nitrogen bases are right, pigments and fats and amino sugars. Total 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the right option is option C. Nitrogen gases are not formed. So this was the starting reactant. So this is not included here. So the right option is C. 13th one. Select the incorrect statement among the following. We have no idea about how the first self-replicating metabolic capsule of life arises. Yes, this is right. B. The first non-cellular forms of life could have originated 3 billion years back. They would have been giant molecules, that is RNA and then protein, polysaccharides, etc. These capsules reproduced their molecules perhaps. Yes, this is right. C. The first cellular form of life did not possibly originate till about the 2 million years ago. These were probably single cells. This is wrong because it's not 2 million, around 2000 million it is. It's not only 2 million. It's not 2 million, it's around 2000 million ago, that is 2 billion years. Okay. Next, D. All life forms were in the water environment only. This version of biogenesis, that is the first form of life, arose slowly through the evolutionary forces from the non-living molecule, is accepted by majority. Yes, this one is right. So 13th right option is 3. 13th question, option C is right here. 14th one. Chemical evolution refers to A. Formation of diverse inorganic molecules from organic constituents. Formation of diverse organic molecule from radioactive constituents? No. Formation of diverse organic molecule from inorganic constituents? Yes, this one is right. So the right option is option C. 15th question. Conventional religious literature tells us about the theory of religious creation, abiogenetic creation, spontaneous creation, special creation. So this is about the theory of special creation. Conventional religious literature is about special creation. And this theory has main 3 contained, that is immutability, constant diversity, and young earth, isn't it? So we will explain about that. 16th one. Special creation theory has 3 connotations. Select the correct connotations among the following. Just now I said about that. All living organisms that we see today were created as such. Yes. Species are unchangeable, we can say. B. The diversity was always the same since creation and will be the same in the future also. Yes, this one is also right. C. Earth is about 40,000 years old. The earth is young, like it's 4000 years old. So this is not 40,000 years, it's 4000 years old. So the right option is option D, both A and B. 17th one, again select the correct statement among the following. All the ideas of special creation theory were strongly changed during the 18th century. This is wrong because it's 19th century. Next B, based on the observation made during the sea voyage in the sail ship called HMS Beagle round the world, Charles Darwin concluded that existing living forms share similarities to varying degrees, not only among themselves but also with the life forms that existing millions of years ago. Many such life forms do exist anymore. No, this is wrong because they do not exist. Not do exist, they do not exist. See, there had been extinctions of different life forms in the years gone by, just as new forms of the life arose at the same period of the history of the earth. Yes, this one is right. D, any population has built-in variations in characteristics. This is also wrong. So the right option is C. 18th one, how many statements among the following are incorrect? He is asking incorrect. First one, those characteristics which enable some to survive better in the nature conditions would outbreed others that are less endowed to survive under such natural conditions. Yes, this one is right. Second one, the fitness according to the Darwin refers ultimately and only to reproductive fitness. Yes, this one is also right. Third one, those who are better fit in an environment leave more progeny than the others. These therefore will survive more and hence are selected by nature. Darwin called it as a natural selection and implied it as a mechanism of evolution. Yes, this one is also right. Fourth one, Alfred Wallace, a physicist, worked in Malay archipelago. This is wrong because was a naturalist, not a physicist. And then fifth one, the geological history of earth closely correlated with the physical history of the earth. So this is not physical history, it's a biological history. So this one is also wrong. Incorrect he is asking, so last two are wrong. We will go with the option C. Here the right option is option C. Next one, 19th question. The history of earth can be studied in terms of A, epochs, periods, eras, D, all of this. So here the right option is all of this. What is epoch? These are the small subdivisions of what? Periods. And periods, these are the small subdivisions of the eras. That's what all of this is right. Like if I say geological time, hierarchy of the geological time, first comes which is the smallest one, that is the age, next epochs, next periods, next eras, the next eons. The largest one will be eons. Let me write here. Largest one is eons. Next comes eras. Next comes periods. And then fourth one, that is epochs. And then fifth one, that is ages. So here this is the smallest one and this is the largest one. So all of this is right. Next question, question number 20. Select the correct option about the given figure. This is Miller experiment is given. The given figure represents diagrammatic representation of the Miller experiment. Yes, of course, this one is the right. Next, the evidences for evolution. Question number 21. Fossils are the preserved remains of the past life forms. Yes, this one is right. B. Mineralized form of the hard body parts such as bones, teeth, etc. Yes. C. Found mainly in layers of sedimentary rocks. Yes, right. So the right option is all of this. 22. Consider the following statements about the fossils. A. Rock sediments of different ages contain fossils of life forms that died during the formation of that particular layer of the sedimentation. Yes, this one is true. And fossil records are based on the sequence of occurrence of fossils in various strata of sedimentary rocks. So this one is also right. Select the correct option. Both are true. Both A and B are true. We will go with the option A here. Next question, question number 23. Which of the following represents the paleontological evidences of the evolution? A. Preserved remains of dinosaurs obtained from sedimentary rocks. This one is right. So option A itself is right. Paleontology is actually the study of history of life on the earth through the examination of the fossils. Next, 24th one. Fossils serves as one of the evidence of evolution because A. Fossils records show that various groups of organisms dominated earth during the different course of the evolution. Yes, this one is right. Many organisms are extinct today. Yes, of course. C. Certain groups of organisms are restricted to a certain geological time period. Yes, correct. Select the options with all correct statements. A, B, C, both all are correct. So the right option is D here. 25th. Hardy-Weinberg principle applies when A. Population is small. B. No mutation occurs. C. Natural selection occurs. D. Migration occurs. So here the right option is option B. No mutation occurs. 26. Embryological support for evolution was proposed by Dash based on the observation of certain features during the embryonic stage common to all vertebrates that are absent in adults. A. Ernst Mayr, J.B.S. Halden, Ernst Haeckel, Charles Lyell. So here the right option is option C. 27th question. Sweet potato is dash modified whereas potato is dash modification. Here sweet potato is stem modification whereas potato is root modification. One is sweet potato is stem modification whereas potato is root modification. So we will go with the option A here. No. Wait just a minute. That option itself is not there, so none of this, because I thought this one is I was confused here. So here the right option is none of these, because one is stem and then two is root. Next question, 28th one. Which of the given statement is incorrect about the radiometric dating? This is a method to determine the absolute age of fossils. Yes, this is correct. It is called absolute dating, and it is based on the process of decay of the radioactive isotopes. Yes, this one is also right. And C, a method to determine the relative age of fossils. This is wrong, because it doesn't produce actually numerical age. And then D, organisms accumulate isotopes of substance during their lifetime. Yes, this one is right. He is asking incorrect one, so only C is incorrect here. 29th question. Consider the following statement. Option, that is A statement. Comparative anatomical and morphological details of different but related organisms demonstrate a basic similarities. Yes, this is true. The same structure in different organisms are derived from a common ancestors. This statement is also true. So the right option is option A. Next, 30th question. The similar structure with different functions present in different species because of their common ancestor is known as different functions, similar structure with different functions. That is called what? Homologous. Whereas analogous is opposite to this. They perform similar function but do not share common ancestor. Next, 31st question. Presence of homologous structure in different but related organism is the result of A, common ancestor. Yes. B, divergent evolution. Yes, this one is also right. C, convergent evolution. Wrong. So the right option is D, both A and B. Next question, that is question number 32. Which is not a homologous structure? A, whale flipper and human hand. Which is not, he is asking, which is not a which is not a homologous structure. Whale flipper and human hand, bat wing and human arm, bird wing and butterfly wing, seal flipper and human arm. Here the right option is option C. This is not a homologous structure. Bird's wing and then butterfly wing are analogous, not the homologous. 33rd one. Which of the following structure represents homology? A, wings of butterflies and birds, eyes of octopus and mammals. Next, thorns and tendrils of bougainvillea and cucurbita. D, flippers of penguin and dolphins. So here he is asking representing the homologous, that is thorn and tendril of bougainvillea and then cucurbites. Next, 34th one. Which of the following structure is homologous to the wing of a bird? Wing of a bird. A, wing of a moth, hind limb of rabbit, flipper of the whale, the dorsal fin of the shark. Here the right option is option C, flipper of whale. 35. Independent evolution of structure with similar function but different anatomy in distinctly related organism is known as convergent evolution. Yes, first itself is right. 36th one. The process of dash evolution develops similar features in organisms with separate ancestries. A. Divergent, B. Convergent, C. Homology, and D. Speciation. So here the right option is option B, convergent. In this process, where organisms that are not closely related independently evolve similar features. Next, 37th one. Analogous structure are as a result of dash. A. Stabilizing selection, B. Divergent evolution, C. Convergent evolution, D. Shared ancestry. Here the right option is option C, convergent evolution. Match the following here. Column 1 with column 2. Cactus spine and pea tendril. Cactus spine and pea tendril, they are example for what? Homologous structure, that is A is for wings of insects and birds. B is for analogous structure. B is 1. Hind limb bones of the whales, this is vestigial structure. C is 2. And then Darwin's fitness, natural selection. So 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, that is B is right option here. 39th one. The wings of a bird and the wings of an insect are, the wings of the bird and the wings of the insect are homologous structure and represent divergent evolution. No, this one, they are not homologous, they are analogous. Phylogenetic structure and represent divergent, no. Analogous structure and represent convergent evolution. This one is right. 40th question. Which of the following examples does not represent analogous organs? A. Eyes of octopus and mammals. B. Sweet potato and potatoes. C. Spine of barberry and thorns of hawthorn. D. Eyes of cave dwelling animals. So here the right option is option C. 41st question. Match the column 1 with column 2. Column 1 is given common protein and genes present in common proteins and genes in diverse organisms, that is it's for biological evidence of evolution. A is 4. And vertebrate heart or brain, vertebrate heart or brain is anatomical evidence, we can say. So B is 2. Animal husbandry and plant breeding, that is, this is artificial selection. So C is 1. Industrial melanism, that is third one, natural selection. So 4 2 1 3 4 2 1 3. Right option here it is 4 2 1 3, C. Next question, question number 42. Select the incorrect match from the following option. Incorrect match he is asking. Sorry, here. A. Tendril and passion flower and thorn of pomegranate are the homologous organs. Yes, this is the right one. Tendril of vitis and thorns of cassia, homologous organs. Yes, this one is also right. Tendrils of balloon vine and bulbils of agave, homologous organs. Yes, this one is also right. Whereas scaly leaves of onion and spines of opuntia They are analogous. No, this is wrong because they are homologous. That is not analogous. So here the incorrect one is D. 43. Industrial melanism is an example of neo-Darwinism, natural selection, mutation, neo-Lamarckism. So here the right option is natural selection. 44th one. The given image shows white-winged and dark-winged moths. So here image first one, this one is first one, and this one is second one. The image 1 represents survival advantage of white-winged moth in unpopulated area. Image 2 represents the survival advantages of dark-winged moths in populated area. Yes, this one is, both are right. This is populated area and this one is unpopulated area. So both are true here. 45th one. Which of the following serve as an indicator of atmospheric pollution? Lichens. Yes, this is the indicator of atmospheric pollution. So A is right here. Next question, question number 46. Here column 1 with column 2 match the following. Herbicide resistant varieties. Herbicide resistant varieties. It is evolution by anthropogenic action. So A is 4th. And Brachiosaurus, herbivores sauropod. So B is 1. And C, Stegosaurus. It's a bony plates on the back, and Pteranodon is a flying reptile. So 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. B is right. Assertion and reason type of the question. 47th question it is. Here assertion is Archaeopteryx is a dead connecting link between the reptiles and then birds. Yes, this statement is true. And then B, Archaeopteryx is earliest known bird. Yes, this one is also true. So here the right option is option A, because it's correct explanation of assertion also. Next, 48th one, again assertion and reason type of the question. Assertion given is evolution is not a directed process, sense of the determination. Yes, this one is right. Evolution is based on chance events that occur in the nature. This one is also right. So we will go with the option A. Select the correct order. 49th question. Select the correct order of extinction of the following dinosaurs. Correct order based on the extinction. First, Stegosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Pteranodon, Triceratops, and Tyrannosaurus. So here first extinction is about Brachiosaurus first, because it's approx 150 to 145 million years ago. So we will write here. First comes 2. The next Stegosaurus. Next comes Pteranodon, that is 3. Next comes Tyrannosaurus, 5th one, and last comes Triceratops. So this one is, last one is 4th. So here the right option is A, 2, 1, 3, 5 and 4. Next question, question number 50. from adaptive radiation? The mechanism of adaptive radiation was first explained by Darwin. Yes, Darwin itself. 51st question. Consider the following statements. A. Darwin compared the animals and plant species of Galapagos Islands with those of mainland of the South America. Yes, this is true. And B. He found observable and distinct similarities and difference among them. Yes, this one is also true. And then C. Flora and fauna of the Galapagos Islands do not exhibit resemblance to that of the South American mainland. This one is false because in fact they resembles. He given do not resembles. So this one is wrong. We will go with the option A. Next, 52nd question. Lamarck was a French zoologist, German botanist, French naturalist, and then D. British botanist. So here he was a French naturalist, Lamarck. 53. Diversification of single ancestral species into many species in a relatively short period of time is called A. Artificial selection. No. B. Adaptive radiation, homology, natural selection. It is called what? Adaptive radiation. 54th one. Adaptive radiation occurs when A. Lineages of an ancestral species encounter an empty niche. Yes, this one itself is right. Next question, question number 55. Darwin finches are an example of adaptive radiation. A itself is right. 56. Evolution of different species in a given area starting from a point and spreading to other geographical area is known as. It is known as what? Adaptive radiation. Consider the 57th one. Consider the following statements. A. Adaptive radiation occurs when numerous unexploited ecological opportunities are available. Yes, this is true. And then B. Islands have a large number of empty ecological niche as compared to the mainland present in the same geological locations. Yes, this one is also right. So we will go with the option A. Next, 58th one. Dash and dash are the two key concepts of Darwinian theory of evolution. Branching, descent, natural selection. C, both A and B. So here the right option is option C, both A and B. 59th. The evolution of multiple species by the process of adaptive radiation cannot occur. A. On remote islands. B. In Darwin's fitness. C. In Australian marsupials. D. In a habitat with a large number of existing species. So here the right option is option D. Next, 60th one. Select the incorrect statement among the following. A. Lamarck said that evolution of life forms had occurred but driven by use and disuse of the organs. Yes, this statement is right. B. Lamarck gave the examples of giraffes who, in an attempt to forage leaves and on a tall trees had to adapt by elongation of their necks. Yes, of course, this is right. Giraffes passed on this acquired characters of elongated neck to the succeeding generations. Giraffes slowly over the years came to acquire long necks. Yes, this one is also right. D. Everybody believes Lamarck's conjecture today. No, because modern genetics and Darwin's theory of the natural selection disproved the Lamarckism. 61st question. Which of the following statements doesn't reflect adaptive radiation in the marsupials? Australia was geographically isolated from the rest of the world during the continental drift. This one is right. The geographical isolation of Australia prevented the immigration of placental mammals to the continents, right? Marsupials were the dominant mammals on the land of the Australian continent. This is also right. Geographical isolation of Australia followed the migration of placental mammals to the continent. This one is wrong. They actually prevented. Okay, not followed. So the right option for the 61 is D. 62th question. The theory of inheritance of acquired characters was given by Darwin, Mendel, Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, Wallace. Here the right option is Lamarck. Next, 63th question. A population of a species invades a new area. Which of the following condition will lead to adaptive radiation? Area with many habitats occupied by a large number of the species. Area with large number of habitats having very low food supply. Area with a single type of the vacant habitat. D. Area with many types of vacant habitat. So here the right option is option D. Area with many types of vacant habitat. 64th question. When more than one appeared to have occurred in an isolated geographical area representing different habitats, one can call this 2. Select the correct option regarding the given statement. What is 1? What is 2? So here 1 is adaptive radiation and then 2 is convergent evolution. 1 is adaptive radiation, 2 is convergent evolution. So B is right here. 65. Australian marsupials correspond to the placental mammals present in North America because gene flow occurred between the Australian marsupials and North American placental mammals. No. Adaptive radiation in Australian marsupials paralleled the evolution of the placental mammals in North America. So this one is the right one. 66th question. Match the following with column 1 with column 2. A. Mole. It's a marsupial mole. So mole matches with marsupial mole. Anteater. It's with the numbat. Mouse. It's with marsupial mouse. Lemur is a spotted cuscus. Okay, so here 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3. Right option is option A. Next, again one more match the following. Flying squirrel. flying squirrel for flying phalanger, bobcat is for Tasmania tiger cat, so B is 1. Wolf, wolf is for wolf is for Tasmanian wolf, and then rabbit, large eared bandicoot. So here 4, 1, 2, 3, B option is right. 69th question. Homologous organs indicate A. Same function, B. Same origin, no relation, D. Mutation. They represent or indicate same origin. 70th one. Consider the following statements. A. Evolution by natural selection started with the origin of cellular life forms with a different in metabolic capacity. Yes, this one is right. Capability or capacity. B. The theory of natural selection was given by Lamarck. Yes, this one is theory of natural selection. This is not a Lamarck theory, it is a Darwin theory. Charles Darwin said theory. So B is wrong here. A is true but B is false. We will go with the option B. So this is the last question for part 1 of the evolution chapter. I made evolution chapter into 2 parts, so that this is very lengthy chapter and then very theoretical chapters. So I made it in 2 parts. So this is up to 70 questions is part 1, and then remaining 70 questions will be for the part 2. So thank you for today. Bye bye.